Citizenship, Namibia to South Africa. What are the steps to apply for South African citizenship if born in Namibia before March 1990? General info: if you were born in Namibia before March 1990 and wish to apply for South African citizenship, the specific steps you need to follow will depend on your eligibility category. Below are the general steps to apply for South African citizenship in this context. 1. Determine eligibility. Before starting the application process, you need to determine if you are eligible for South African citizenship based on the following. Citizenship by descent. If one or both of your parents were South African citizens at the time of your birth, you may be eligible to apply for citizenship by descent. Naturalization. If you don't qualify by descent, you may apply for citizenship by naturalization, especially if you are a Namibian citizen or permanent resident of South Africa. 2. Gather required documents. Depending on your eligibility category, you will need specific documentation. Some of the key documents typically required include: for citizenship by descent, proof of parent, South African citizenship, copies of your parent, South African ID or passport, your birth certificate. This must indicate your parents' names, your passport and other identification documents. Affidavit, a written statement that confirms the details of your citizenship claim. Any documents proving that you or your family did not renounce South African citizenship, if applicable. For naturalization, permanent residence permit. You must have held South African permanent residency for at least 5 years. Proof of residence. Document showing that you have been living in South Africa. Valid passport from Namibia or any other country. Proof of good character. Police clearance certificates from countries where you have resided. Language proficiency. Proof that you can speak one of South Africa's official languages. Intent to remain. Declaration that you intend to stay in South Africa after obtaining citizenship. 3. Submit application to Department of Home Affairs. Once you have gathered all necessary documentation, you must submit your application to the South African Department of Home Affairs. You can apply at a local Department of Home Affairs office in South Africa, a South African embassy or consulate if you are applying from outside the country. Be sure to fill out the correct forms for your situation. For citizenship by descent. For naturalization. 4. Attend an interview. Depending on your circumstances, the Department of Home Affairs might request that you attend an interview. In some cases, this is part of the naturalization process. 5. Pay application fees. There may be application fees for the citizenship process, especially for naturalization. The fees depend on the type of application and where it is submitted. The Department of Home Affairs or embassy will provide details on the exact fees. 6. Wait for approval. The processing time for citizenship applications can vary. For citizenship by descent, the process is generally faster, while naturalization applications may take longer. The Department of Home Affairs will notify you once your application has been approved or if additional information is required. 7. Take the oath of allegiance. If you are applying for naturalization, you will be required to take an oath of allegiance to South Africa once your application is approved. This is typically done in a formal ceremony at the Department of Home Affairs or at an embassy consulate. 8. Receive your citizenship certificate. Once the process is complete and your application is approved, you will be issued a South African citizenship certificate. This certificate serves as proof of your South African citizenship. 9. Apply for a South African ID and passport. After receiving your citizenship certificate, you can apply for a South African ID card and a passport. These will be your official identification documents as a South African citizen.